Thank you, Your Excellency, President Lula Silva, President of the Republic of Brazil, Your Royal Highness, fellow Prince leaders, honorable ministers, Your Excellencies, and ladies and gentlemen. Let me immediately respectfully also add, President Lula, that we have 6 women, if you were to count, and I brought a female minister in the presidency, Minister Chaveli, so she's an additional woman. What this means to us is that we need to add more and more women to participate in BRICS activities. I'd like to thank you, President Lula, for your warm welcome and for hosting us and for all the wonderful arrangements that have been made to make our participation here meaningful. I've sent my warmest welcome to my brother here, the President of Indonesia, as the newest member of the BRICS formation. We are witnessing a dramatic reshaping of global dynamics, both at the political, economic, technological, environmental, and security levels. With this change comes both uncertainty, but there's also opportunity that accompanies this. As many conflicts around the world persist, as new threats emerge and old institutions falter, the pursuit of global peace and security has never been more urgent or more complex than it is now. The United Nations, in particular the Security Council, is supposed to be the preeminent instrument for maintaining peace and international security. Yet it has often failed to meet the challenges of today. In responding to these challenges, ranging from humanitarian crises that are unfolding in many parts of the world to open acts of aggression, the Security Council has become too rigid, too narrow, and too disconnected from today's multipolar realities. Reform is a necessity. The Security Council must be made more democratic, more regionally representative, and more accountable. It is simply unacceptable that the Security Council continues to operate in the same way that it did almost 80 years ago, leaving out a large portion of countries that are playing a key role in the security and economic architecture of the world. To further enable sustainable peace, we must strengthen and invest in regional peace mechanisms. We must give them the resources and authority that they need to lead efforts in dialogue, mediation, and de-escalation. Localized responses grounded in cultural and geopolitical understanding are the front line of peace building. The linkages between peace, security, and development require a more comprehensive approach to conflict prevention and peace building, an approach that addresses the underlying causes of conflict. As we seek to resolve conflicts, we must delve into what the underlying causes of those conflicts are. If we do not do that, we will never be able to really stop or address conflicts. BRICS is a vital role in this evolving landscape. BRICS is increasingly shaping global debates on a whole range of matters, from development, multipolar governance, and security matters. With our broad geographical footprint and growing influence, BRICS is uniquely positioned to advocate for reform in global governance structures. BRICS must strengthen its voice in calling for a global framework that is inclusive, representative, and anchored in the principles of sovereignty, equality, and peaceful coexistence. BRICS must continue to strengthen its cooperation on key security matters, including counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and transnational crime. We welcome the focus by BRICS on a global digital governance framework that is inclusive, transparent, and rooted in the principles of the United Nations. We need to share best practices, to strengthen technological cooperation, and invest in protection of critical digital infrastructure, such as artificial intelligence. South Africa is committed to the full implementation of the BRICS counterterrorism strategy with a focus on de-radicalization, disrupting terrorist financing, and countering misuse of digital platforms by extremist groups. We remain steadfast in our support for the United Nations' central role in global counterterrorism activities. As an African country, we are acutely aware of the ways in which state and non-state actors exploit global divisions and vulnerabilities to destabilize those who do not share their worldview and those who seek to impose their own rules on other countries. That is why our strategic partnership in BRICS is critical in our pursuit for a safer, more just, and more equitable world. South Africa remains gravely concerned at the deteriorating peace and security situation in the Middle East. The recent attacks by Israel and the United States on the Islamic Republic of Iran raise serious concerns of international law, including the principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the protection of civilians. Given our own experience, South Africa understands the power of peaceful resolution through dialogue. We must continue to advocate for the urgent intensification of diplomatic efforts to de-escalate tensions and ensure a suitable, lasting peace. We remain deeply concerned by the heavy toll of conflicts that are happening in various parts of the world, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in Sudan, Gaza, and the war Ukraine and Russia needs to be resolved as well. We must find just and lasting solutions to these devastating conflicts. Achieving and maintaining peace and security requires the collective will of a community of nations. We do believe that through dialogue, through respect for the rule of law, through the advancement of human rights, through cooperation and solidarity, we can and must achieve peace for the collective good. And BRICS should stand at the head of all these efforts to resolve conflicts around the world. Thank you, Mr. President.
Antes de chamar o coordenador, só comunicar que o prefeito da cidade de Janeiro, Eduardo Paes, está entre nós.